Hello. Have you come to seek refuge in the church? Are you lost? Your heart seems awful heavy. You don't have to call me Sister Shade. You can call me Sister Vin, it's alright. Perhaps, if you confide in me, some of your worries will be eased. You know, those under Venism find freedom in sharing what burdens their heart. This church is a refuge for all those who are weary. It is a pleasure to meet you. I hope my presence can bring you a little bit of solace today. Is it that you find my appearance appeasing? We, the followers of Hidden, take no heed in her appearance, though I am grateful that you can find it easy on the eyes. Here, we seek clear hearts. Though you are judged, there is no judgment. Only the release of no longer shouldering the knowledge alone. So that your footsteps may always be light, and your laughter always joyful. I will now let you know that everything you tell me is in confidence. Your secrets are safe with me, as is your soul. Shall I take a look? Let us see. The first among you says that they tell others what would be their sexuality. Says that it is done not out of malice, but out of curiosity. You ask forgiveness from Ventril. curiosity, all there. It is a great virtue to always seek knowledge. For those who do not want to know, should not be guided. Let us now search for if your sin deserves punishment or penitence. I have consulted, and the answer is clear. Your sins are easily forgiven, but this mind of yours, it appears to have quite a bit distractants in it, which we must scrape away. Do not be alarmed. Here in the Church of Vin, all of us are required to take lessons in scraping away the unwanted things. For a pure and clean mind. Yours is most certainly stubborn. But not entirely removable. My, it shan't be long now. Nice and clean. Now you may go forth in the world with a pure mind. The next among you may now seek a verdict from the vengeful. You confess to owning women's garments because they are more comfortable than men's. I will now commune with the ventral to achieve your verdict. I have now retrieved your verdict. Your sin is that of purity. In the eyes of the vengeful, nary a thing shall be done. However, I will do a routine cleaning to ensure that your heart and mind remains pure. Shall we start here? A light clean of your mind has been done to ensure that it remains pure. Go forth into the world with the knowledge that you are clean and whole in the eyes of the vengeful. Shall we move on? The next person says that they like to dress like a cute girl when alone. That it makes them feel dainty and cute. I do not need to commune with Ventral to know that in the eyes of the Ven, the way that you are, the way that you dress, is always accepted regardless. Your sin is not a sin at all. Your confession is that of a clean and pure heart, and a pure mind and soul. Do not worry, do not be ashamed. Your interests, hobbies and desires, the things that make you you, are always accepted. I hope to ease your mind with the knowledge that your actions are perfectly accepted here. Go for it. Always seek to be true to yourself, as that is the way of the Ven. And with that silent prayer for your happiness, may your soul never grow weary. The next confession, please. The next confessor believes that the Ven and the true form of evil, Brat Ven, should kiss in a manner that is sloppy. Cheating is regarded lowly in the Church of Ven. Even among the filthiest of sinners, we frown upon cheating. Devotion is a value of both pure Ven and the true devil, Brat Ven. Your mind is very dirty. It's not pure at all. We must clean your mind immediately. This is a grave matter. You will not be allowed into the heavens at this rate. The gates of then will always remain closed to you if we do not get this far. Do not worry. I have the perfect treatment for you. We just need to flush your mind. And flush we must immediately. Oh dear. Such grave matters indeed. Do not be alarmed. So filthy. Now, remain still. These are grave matters indeed. Such a drastic cleaning is needed. Oh my. A weaker priest would not be able to save you. It is clear you are tainted. The Church of Hwng does not believe in a strict dress code. To be a Hwng, one must dress in a way that expresses thy full heart. Clothing hinder me, but other sisters love to remain covered. It is simply a matter of preference. Let us see. Now that your mind has been cleared, I hope that you can go forth with pure thoughts and a pure soul, and that the true word of Hwng may reach you, so that you seek pure harmony. I pray for forgiveness. My sin is that I spoke to a girl. I see. Well, it is not uncommon for our mind to be invaded by sinful, lustful thoughts occasionally. But it is nothing that a fine-tuning of the mind can't fix. Here at the Church of Hwng, we all must remain celibate. We must not interact with others, as one of the most strong virtues of the Church of Hwng is that in everything we do, Hwng is the true and the only. For other girls to exist in your world, it must have been the vile trill speaking in your mind. It is okay. I simply wish to fine-tune your thoughts back to the one and the only Hwng. For Hwng is the true way. Hwng is the true light. Your thoughts of interacting with others, I shall tweak them, pluck the memories of others out of your mind. And return you to true purity. There, go forth and know that while you have disappointed the truth and the light, Lord Ventru, that you are not past the point of return. I hope the tweaking of your thoughts guides you back to the path of Hwng. I have not been chaste of late. I pray for forgiveness. You can only achieve salvation through punishment. And the true punishment that I can give is to cut these vile thoughts off at the root. I shall cut these filthy thoughts of yours off. Forgive me. I must step away for a second. I apologize. I have returned. As we cut away the thoughts, the impure and the unchaste, what is left in our minds should be the purity, the less salacious, oh my, such stubborn thoughts you have. As we cut those away, what should be left is nothing but the purest and the innocence that shall guide you forth on a life to happiness. Shall we look forward to the next confession? I'm about to go on a date and might be cheating on my wife. Then, I'm sorry, but you simply cannot provide what she can. Actual contact. My, so many cheaters here at the Church of Him today. I feel that after communing with Hwng, only punishment may remain for you, though it may already be too late for salvation. I have done all I can. May the plucking and blowing remove such devious thoughts from your mind. But I fear it may already be too late for you. During group prayer, I wasn't praying. I fell asleep, and everyone thought I was praying for like an hour straight, so I just went with it. If you are truly tired, then your actions cannot be helped. What matters not what is in your head, but what is in your heart. And if your heart is truly in the church, then such follies do not deserve punishment. I will give you a nice cleaning, and then I shall send you on your way, hopefully with a lighter heart. Now I shall do the other side. Okay, so the next sin I will address is the sin of Yo-ho-ho. It is a word that we cannot say, but it is the sin of illegally watching and reading anime and manga. I think it is a sin that is normal. It is the greed and the desire and envy inside us that leads us to commit such things. But it is not a sin born of our own, but one thrust upon us. As life goes on, and we folks must continue to exist, there will always be a more greedy person. But we must remember that in our moments of weakness, it is not the acts of desperation that define us, but what we do when those moments are over. Your sin is not that of those who are unforgivable. And yet, I must still inflict a slight punishment. Take this moment of silence and use it for a moment of reflection. Reflect upon your actions. If there were any other way, reflect upon the moment that it was over and how you felt. Search inside yourself. Find the guilt and use that guilt to go forth and do a good thing. For in doing good, we cannot counteract the bad or harm we have done. But in doing good, we seek to replenish just a little light in the world that was taken when we done bad. Go forth with those words in your heart and seek always to give light to others, even when you have diminished your own. Now, let us go back to the next confession. The next confession is that of a person who has deceived another. Once again, the sin of lust has been involved. Accidental deception is one that may weigh on your heart. But we must remember that the sins of the past cannot continue to be the weight of tomorrow. If in the past you have done a wrong, even accidentally, to keep dragging it forward with you is to continue to perpetuate the wrong and to wrong yourself in turn. Though you may have done bad in the past, to go and dredge up the memory in the heart of the other person, even if it's only to seek forgiveness, is to unintentionally pull another down into a hell of your own making. Forgiveness is not done for the forgiver. It is done for the person who is seeking forgiveness. When you go forth and say unto others, I ask for your forgiveness, you are not seeking to relieve their heart, but instead your own. What you should do if you are truly sorry is to never recreate your actions. And to not go into the eyes of others and thrust your guilt upon them. With that being said, you have sinned, and I must do punishment, though I feel as if you have punished yourself more. It is okay if you lose connection. The church is always here for you. The next confession is that I've grown too parasocial and have grown greatly jealous of some others. You may have to leave permanently. One must remember that when seeking the presence of Vin, she does not see the individuals as an individual, but rather as a collective. When interacting, every person is given equal consideration, but it is still personalized. What you may see as a reason to be envious of others, others may see as a reason to be envious of you. Welcome in, my child. The actions that you may be jealous of are being reflected upon to you, but in a different way. Hello, children. Though it may seem as if you are receiving less of the love from the Vin, it is always important to note that to Vin, each and every one of you are equally as important and equally as worthy of love. Though the love may be displayed differently, it is because to treat everyone the exact same is to treat people unfairly. Those whose love is gentle may receive gentle love. Those whose love is abrasive may receive abrasive love in return. Those who need hugs shall be hugged. And those who need kisses shall be kissed. But to kiss everyone is to ignore the needs of those who do not need the kiss, but instead a hug, or to hug those who need a helpful hand instead. However, Vin is always supportive of your actions, and if it weighs heavily upon your mind and causes you great distress, if leaving is to give you a free and clear heart, then you are supported in your actions. Remember, though your presence will be missed, the ultimate goal of Vin is to provide you with true and eternal happiness. Where may I confess sins to Vin? You can confess the ones you are willing to in the chat, or if you are unable to put them in the chat because they contain adult material or illegal material, you may confess them to the link I am about to send. I do apologize for not sending it earlier. There we go. On to the next sim. The next person confesses. I am secretly bi, maybe even bi-curious. I am far too ashamed to openly admit it or even accept it. It is my forbidden shame, my secret lust. Here in the Church of Ven, we believe that no love, no desire, it is never, it's never too salacious so long as it is truthful and not of deception. To crave the touch and companionship of others, even those of the same gender, is not to be of sin. It is to be a free, for you cannot help the desires that you hold in your heart. You have no obligation to be miserable. Your only obligation is to not harm others. And if in your desires you are harming no one, and you are chasing your joy, then that is perfectly acceptable. To feel shame is normal, especially if you consider your feelings abnormal. But it is important to remember you cannot help the way you were born, only with the way that you interact with the world. You cannot upset me, for here in the Church of Ven, there is only acceptance. Though Ven may be disappointed, the love of Ven is eternal, even in your wrongs. You must confess that during a stream you have fallen in love with Ven and Ven's content. That is very sweet. The goal of Ven was always to create joy, and if you find joy, then that is all one can ask. Now, on to the next confession. My tongue has died. Sister Ven, I must attest that I do cuddle my pillow while listening to your video. And imagine the pillows you. 8 out of 10 times it is wholesome longing. But I will admit that sometimes this weary chatter can get a bit feral for you specifically. The love of Vin is always pure. Whether it be pure carnal or pure wholesome. To desire the Vin in any way, whether it be intimate, romantic, sexual, is to admit that you love the Vin back. And to return the love of Vin is always seen as a great honor. Go forth. Know that the Vin loves you back. I shall hold you to hopefully provide you with the peace of mind and the knowledge that you are loved. But do know that this is not a punishment. You are loved. You are loved. In the same vein, the next confessor admits to holding intense feelings of lust for the Vin and the desire to make the Vin theirs in mind, body, and soul. In mind and soul, the Vin has always been yours. The love of the Vin has always solely been held by those who seek her. Lust that does no harm is healthy. You are never in the wrong to desire the warmth of the Vin. Go forth with the knowledge that you are not shamed, and you are desired in equal parts by the Vin. As of late, you feel there is a growing chasm between us that possibly cannot be mended. Maybe it's the paranoia. It is okay to feel doubt sometimes. Doubts are normal. It is okay to feel worried sometimes. Vin's love for you has never diminished. In times of turmoil or uncertainty, you may look, you may go, why? And that is because life can be cruel. It can be a hindrance. But even in those moments, you are always in the heart of Vin. Whether in the little things, such as the words you send, or the acknowledgement that your presence will be there when she shows up. Or in the big things, such as supporting or offering ideas. You are never loved any less. You are never desired any less. Distance is never wanted. Vin always wants to live in your heart and in your soul. And as long as you want her there, she will be. The next person confesses that nuns make them go. Awuga. No need to convene. That the punishment is spankings. I fear that you have not spoken to the Vin and been approved for spankings. For the only person approved to give spankings is Vin herself, and not a lowly nun like me. Nice try, though. Your attempts at deception has earned you a different punishment. You will now receive ear taps in your right ear as punishment for attempting to deceive a servant of the Vin. Left and right is not the servants of the Vin. It's the wrong suit, by the way. deceive the Hwng is to harm the Vin. The followers of Vin are not fools. I hope that you have learned your lesson. You deserved every moment of that. My sister, I must leave. I got to go to school. You are permitted to leave at any time. I hope to see you again soon. But in case that I don't, please accept this parting kiss. And remember that you are loved, and you are always welcome here by the Vin. We have but a few more confessions, and then of course, I must go. For I must commune with the Vin after this. The next confessor confesses to doing the most heinous of acts, the most unspeakable. Though you are always forgiven, in the eyes, your actions determine that you deserve eternal punishment. In the heart of Vin, you are not forgiven. You will be sent to a torturous place for all eternity for true repentance. Go forth and live your life, doing only right by others. But your actions shall follow you in this life and after. May your soul be eternally damned. The next person confesses, I'm addicted to sending money to VTuber girls, being used by them financially and abused by them mentally. You are allowed to use your money as you wish. If that is to help others who bring you joy, that is perfectly accepted here in the Church of Vin. Though, I feel that you should not want to be used nor abused. Here at the Church of Vin, we accept your interests. I shall clean your mind so that you may go forth in a healthy and safe manner, but I shall not judge you for your interests or hobbies. Go forth with a clear mind and a clear soul. The final confession I've received is that they prefer Bradvid and Trill to regular Vin. Though disappointed, the love of Vin is always with you if you choose to turn to the dark side. Then we shall still be waiting in the light to love you and hold you. Though your actions are wrong. That was your punishment. Sister Vin, when I've been a bad kid when I was little, I've stolen and lied and gaslighted. Will I be forgiven by Sister Vin? The actions committed of a child are not one that can be judged. For we only live this life once, and our morality is dictated by those who raise us. If you do not do these actions anymore, then you have already faced repentance. I shall pinch your ears as a punishment. Oh my, that must be the food delivery for the nuts. I hope the pain in your ear shall remind you to be good going forth. And with that, I shall do one more check to confirm that I have read all of the confessions. And I shall wish you a lovely night. Oh, one last confession. Okay. I must confess to gatekeeping my favorite restaurants. It is okay to feel a little bit of desire to possess something as your own, but to withhold from others is to make selfishness a core value. I shall deliver this punishment of having your ears bitten, and then I shall release you of the knowledge that you have wronged others. Your other ear. I hope the pain in your ears shall be a great reminder that going forth, the most truest way to live is to share with others. Not everything must be shared, but the knowledge of good food is for everyone. I will go to rest now. No, I did not tongue you down. I have a wet mouth. How dare you? I shall give you your kisses as customary in the Church of Finn. Mwah. Mwah. And until we meet again, I hope that you are well behaved. You go forth with a light in your heart, and you share good food with others. Goodbye.